everybody? M.V.K here, coming back to you. Welcome back to another edition of Characters Why I Like Them. It's kind of funny because I've also started this little group called Characters Why I Like Them on Facebook. I created the group and got a pretty good round of members on there. But enough about that. I'm here to bring the next character, and as you can see, that character is Mr. Eli Bradley, a.k.a. Patriot, grandson to Isaiah Bradley, a.k.a. the Black Captain America. Why do I like Eli Bradley? At first, I was a little pissed off at what Fat Quesada did for the Patriot in the beginning of the run of Young Avengers. It really pissed me off to see that they would have Eli basically taking steroids, or aka the Hyde formula, to gain his superhuman abilities. And I remember everybody had a field day in the letterbox, including yours truly, cursed the hell out of Joe Quesada and was like, "Fuck you, Quesada. You make the only minority character on the Young Avengers having the juice up and things like that. What's up with that?" Everything like that. It was a field day with Eli in terms of that. But over time, he really became a really good character. I really did enjoy Eli. His personality really started to shine outside. Once you realized who he really was, it was like, wow, I can't believe they're going with this. And I've always said, show a lot of respect to, the Bradley family. If you don't know anything about Isaiah Bradley, his grandfather, read the comic book The Truth, Red, White, and Black, and that explains everything about Isaiah Bradley. It's the story of Isaiah Bradley is pretty much, for all those that know their history, the Tuskegee Airmen Project. That's pretty much all it is, really. But with Eli, it really started to show that he was the real deal over time. He became one hell of a leader for the Young Avengers. In times, he seemed to be a little bit of a brash, very mild-tempered, teenager. But then over time, he really started to show as just a really good leader. Now, like I said, he got his abilities at first from, the growth hormones that Mr. Hyde would take. But during a battle between the Skrulls and Creed for the rights of his partner Hulkling, he was badly injured, and a blood transfusion was gained between his grandfather, and pretty much he gained the powers basically of a super soldier. So through his blood, he has the super soldier serum through him now. So pretty much he's like a young Captain America. All right. Eli, pretty much a lot of the Young Avengers was created by Alan Hingenberg and Jim Chang. And it's always been cool to see the Young Avengers, no doubt about it. I'm just patiently waiting for them to restart their series again, because for some reason Marvel won't start the next 12 issues or so without Alan Hingenberg on board. I can understand that, but I still would like to see them try. Eli, over time, started to get a relationship with another one of his fellow Young Avengers, and that's the female Hawkeye. They've really started to hit it off. They started to hit it off really early in the beginning, and you saw that there was going to be something between them, but it's really there now. You see it. Now, despite them not having their own series, Eli and the Young Avengers, they've always still been a part of the Marvel Universe in some way. Whether it's been events or so, they've been a part of the Secret Invasion, the Civil War. They've been teaming up with the Runaways for those past events. And pretty much they've always been good. But over time, we've seen that Eli has really grown in his own character. That anger that he used to have in the beginning has really diminished over time, because now he really starts to understand himself a little more. He still really takes care of his grandfather. His grandfather, and it's so sad to see sometimes Isaiah Bradley, because the super soldier serum has really deteriorated his brain, so he's pretty much brain dead, and that plays a major factor. But as long as he has his grandparents, he's still there, and he still protects them, which is still cool to this day. But like I said, that anger is gone now in terms of what it used to be back when the Young Avengers first came out. Yes, Young Avengers is pretty much the Marvel equivalent of the Teen Titans. Everybody should know that. But in 2006, when they first came out, they were the talk of the town. Everybody was talking about this team, like, who are these people? How do they have relationships to the Avengers? And so, people were thinking they were the children of the Avengers. Like, I remember one of my friends was like, they're test tube babies and stuff like that. I was like, I don't think so. Hulkland did come off like he was the son of the Hulk, but then we find out that he is the son of Captain Marvel and a Skrull. So he's a hybrid of a Kree and a Skrull. Wiccan, or at the time was called Asgardian, is the child of the Scarlet Witch. It really started to play up like that. But we see that they all have legacy to Avengers in some way or not, and that's the good thing about Eli. Now, me and my friends, we talked about how if Bucky didn't take over as Cap at the time, and Eli was a little bit older, could we have seen Eli as Captain America? And you know what? I said to my friend Sly Cooper, I was like, you know what? I would take that. I would take that, because his legacy does tie into Captain America, period. If he was a lot older, I could see him as Cap. It would be really cool. I think it would be a very good twist to see. So yeah, I would take it. Hopefully, we might just still see it, from time to time, but who knows? But and time to time, yeah, I'm still satisfied with him being Patriot. He's just getting better and better with age. He's being trained by people like Nick Fury and others like that. So he's really learning a lot in terms of being a better tactician, a better leader, and all. So it's always been good to see Eli Bradley, guys. But what do you guys think of Eli Bradley? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Do you think he's a cool character? Do you like the way his character is pretty much developing? Are you like me, wanting to see the next installment of Young Avengers? Just lay it on me. I love input, guys. But other than that, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying stay tuned. And you guys take care.